Alright, so welcome back to another video on the topic of anticipation. So anyone who does not know me, my name is Farrukh and I'm serving as a certified Pro90d speech coach. I used to struggle severely with my speech. There's sometimes I would struggle to get even a single word out, but the Pro90d speech system helped me move my speech from that place up to this place. And now I'm helping my clients and students do the same, serving as a certified Pro90d speech coach. All right, so let's get straight into what we have to speak about in this video. Anticipation. So you saw a lot of videos on anticipation, and believe it or not, it's all about anticipation. It's all about worrying that makes people get stuck and makes people have a hard time speaking. Even if you don't believe it, I want you to see it like this. You would have faced or you would have encountered many speaking situations where you would be speaking and you say something and then you look back and say, how was I able to say that word? That word was a very hard word to say because I have historically struggled with saying that word in the past. So how was I able to say that word that time? Has that ever happened to you? Well, it would have happened to you because at that time you were speaking in a flow and for some reason you weren't anticipating that word. So you were able to say it with ease. And then you look back and realized it, right? So it all comes down to anticipation. The problem is not with any specific words. It's not with any specific sounds, phrases, sentences. No, it all comes down to the anticipation part. If you can take care of this anticipation, the rest of the stuff takes care of itself. Speaking about anticipation, one more thing that you have to keep in mind is that you don't have to worry about anticipate. You don't have to worry about anticipation. Now, what do I mean by that? Just like if you're speaking and you start to focus on, I hope I don't get stuck, then you might end up getting stuck more, right? In the same way, if you're speaking and you're focused on, I hope I don't anticipate, that is, you're worrying about the anticipation part. You're speaking and you're saying, I hope I don't anticipate. I hope I don't anticipate this. I hope I don't anticipate that. That is where that anticipation might start to kick in. Because you are worrying about that anticipation, you're worrying about that anticipation to happen. But when you stop worrying about that anticipation, the anticipation takes care of itself. Now, how do we stop worrying about that anticipation? Well, now, even if you start to anticipate something, why is that something that you need to worry about? For example, you're speaking and you start to anticipate a word. Even if that happens, there's nothing to worry about because now you know that you can do a whole lot of stuff. You can link that word with the words previous to it. Even if you're on that word, you can go back and link at it again. You can emphasize that word. You can extend that word. You can inflect on that word or on the words before it, or most helpful, you can just link it with the words previous to it. So you have a whole lot of options now with you. You have your skill set with you. Even if you do anticipate, you know that even if I anticipate a word, I can do this, I can do that. So you stop worrying about if that anticipation would happen. You stop saying, I hope I don't anticipate, because you know that even if that anticipation comes in, there's nothing to worry about because you can do a whole lot of stuff with it. Even if you start to anticipate a word, you can do a lot of stuff with it. So when you know that, you stop worrying about the anticipation part. And guess what? When you stop worrying about anticipations takes care of itself, or anticipations take care of themselves, and that is exactly what we want, right? So you always know that you can do various things now. Also, knowing that you have a lot of options of saying a single thing makes you very cool, calm, and relaxed, and you're not worried about anticipations. Let's take a very short example. For example, if someone asks you your name and you have historically struggled saying your name in the past, then you might start to anticipate, oh, I hope I don't get stuck. What if I get stuck on my name? What if I am not able to say it in the way that I like, right? That is where that anticipation comes in. But if you just realize that there are a lot of ways that you can give your name, you don't just have to say your name. there are a lot of different ways you can use to say your name. There are various ways. For example, if someone asks me my name, I can be like, yeah, sure, so my name is Farrukh. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, this is Farrukh. Well, it's Farrukh. It's Farrukh. Farrukh. So it's Farrukh. It's Farrukh. Yeah, it's Farrukh. Yeah, so my name is Farrukh. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, so my name is Farrukh. Yeah, it's Farrukh. It's Farrukh. Right? So, even if you have to give your name, you have a variety of ways of saying your name. So you don't need to have a fixed, rigid mindset that I have to give my name in this one way, because when you're focused on that, that is where that worry and anticipation starts to kick in. What if that way does not work, right? But if you have a flexible mindset, if you know that you have a variety of ways of saying something, it just takes the pressure off of you, because you know that even if you anticipate saying it in one way, you might say it in another way. What's there to worry about? You have a whole lot of options. So just knowing that you have a lot of options makes you so cool, calm, and relaxed that listen, sometimes you might not even have to use those options. Like just knowing the fact that here I have a lot of options of saying this, it might make you so much relaxed that you might not even have to use those options, because now your mind is at ease. So when you know that you have a lot of options, you stop worrying about your speech. And when you stop worrying about your speech, that is when the magic happens, right? So when you keep working on your mindset, when you keep working on the physical aspect of speaking, that getting stuck part, and obviously that anticipation part just goes down and down and down. But even if sometime anticipation gets in, you know that you have a lot of options and you have a lot of different ways. You can do whatever you want with it, right? So when you know that, even if that anticipation comes in sometime, you're not worrying about it. Even if your mind anticipates, you say, so what? I can extend, I can do this, I can do that, I can blend. So when you stop worrying about that anticipation, when you stop saying, I hope I don't anticipate, that anticipation takes care of itself, right? So that is exactly what I wanted to give you in this video. And I wish you the best of luck on your speech journey. And I'll see you soon, smooth speakers. Thank you.